Let's take a look at Gaza first. What's the report's outlook for the territory?
Well, look, the outlook is very bleak for Gaza. Due to months of war, it's become the territory with the largest number of people facing famine on the planet. That's 577,000 people in the Gaza Strip facing an imminent threat of famine. And the situation is only getting worse. The report predicts that more than 1 million people by the month of July will be at phase 5 levels of hunger. That's the highest level of hunger on a scale determined by an international panel of experts. And the reason for that is because of Israel's assault on the enclave. I want to just show you a map now. It's a map that's been produced by data from the UN Food and Agriculture Organization. And on that map, you can see there the concentration of damage in across the Gaza Strip. In particular, you can see those high concentrations of damage in northern Gaza and in the area around Gaza City. Overall, more than 40% of cropland has been damaged since last October, since the beginning of the conflict. Farmers displaced as well. It's, of course, been notoriously difficult to get aid into the territory. And with the Israeli army poised to carry out an assault on Rafah, food insecurity very much likely to worsen in the weeks and months to come.
And let's take a step back. What's the report has to say? What does the report have to say on the risk of famine on a global scale?
Well, look, I think what's really significant here in this report is that it says 4 times as many people are at risk of famine around the world compared to 2016. That's this annual report. It's the global report on food crisis was first released. Now, apart from Gaza, more than 40,000 people facing famine in South Sudan. It's a similar story elsewhere too in Burkina Faso, where again, more than 40,000 people are facing catastrophic levels of hunger. There are also Somalia and Mali, which are major causes of concern. And the main driver of these rising levels of hunger around the world, well, it's mainly conflict. That's the case in particular in Gaza. It's also the case in Sudan, where hundreds of thousands of people have been displaced. So really, I think this report, a call for action from the UN, for more aid funding and more investment too from governments to address the underlying causes of acute hunger.
Andrew Hilliar, thank you so much for joining me.